the one thing that it does when you work on the script of a movie is it just gives you much more of an insight into all of the characters, because you're thinking about their motivations, you're thinking about their storylines, how every decision your character makes affects theirs. So I think that I have a much more comprehensive understanding of the story than I did when I first signed on, when I wasn't a writer on it. When the movie starts, there's something that's happening at Pym Tech, which is Hank Pym's old company that he's been chucked out of. And it's now being run by Darren Cross, and Darren has developed his own form of Pym particle, the Cross particle. And he's developed this kind of technology and this suit on his own. He's always heard about the legend of Ant-Man, and even though he's never been told by Hank outright, he's decided to pursue it. And Hank doesn't want that in the world. He has sat on this technology and he's kept it from everyone because it doesn't even matter if it gets into the wrong hands. If it gets into anybody's hands, it's just chaos. It starts with this guy, Scott, getting out of jail because he, due to his unique skill set, was able to kind of take down a corporation and then take it a little too far. But Hank Pym has kind of singled him out. He's found out who he was and has been watching him, and sets up this scenario where I kind of have to resort to my old ways, and I wind up breaking into his house so that I can get some money to help pay some child support for my daughter, who's really the only thing I care about. It certainly has amazing action sequences, and some of the fights and things are just nuts. And then visually, there are things in this movie you've never seen before. I mean, there's some of the technology and what they're doing has never been done before. So I think that's going to be really striking. But what I hope will be the thing that really resonates with people will be, you know, what's happening with their characters and their relationships with each other. I was elated that he wanted to do the movie, and when he signed on, I was, you know, really excited. I've been able to, in my career, which hasn't really been all that long, I've been able to work with some legendary actors. I mean, like real rarefied air, and he fits in that category. So, I mean, one, I was excited to meet him. Two, I'm a fan of his. I mean, the guy is so good in so many good movies that, you know, you forget. I'd be in the middle of scenes and I'd just be like, oh my God, falling down, you know. And then the last thing was I knew how great he was going to be in the movie. Like, imagining him in the part was really exciting. I mean, it's all really fun. There's, you know, when you just being able to get lifted up and they're not swung around, and then you fall into boxes and then you lift back up, and it's you know, it's like there's so many times during the day as you're hanging midair, you're kind of like, this is my job. This is what I'm spending the day. When you put on a costume, and certainly a costume like that, it does help with creating the character. Because you stand differently, you think differently, and especially with that, because it's like, oh, all of a sudden everything kind of the posture changes, and I just got giddy when I first started seeing it.